Howdy.
You be quiet. Just chill. All right, we got to see if you can hear us. This is a test for the hearing us. Can you hear us now? This is the test. The test. We have to start a few minutes early so we can do the test. The test. The test. The test. Can you guys hear us? Yes, I can hear you. Hear you. Hear you. Yes. Is everything better than the last live show? Were you here the last time? Is everything better? You're good. Well, I know. Yep, somebody's looking for trouble. Got to get all of our technical stuff out of the way here. Tell you, it's like pulling teeth. All right, now you got her. Now you got her.
There's a bad hair.
It's okay.
It's like you're an angel. There.
This is our new, oh, you guys, we got so many stories to tell tonight. If you guys want to hang out and listen to all our stories. Isn't that right?
We always have something to
stories.
That's why when you live off grid, you have to be very flexible and, figure out things very quickly.
All right, so if you guys are new to our channel, my wife and I live in a log cabin that we built 10 years ago. And we live with no public utilities. We live off grid. We live 100% off rainwater. We grow most of our own food. We store it. We collect seeds, we have a pond with fish in it. Just all that self-sufficient stuff. And we share all that stuff for free on YouTube and on Facebook. And we even have a group on Facebook called Homestead Homies, where people join and we share stories there and help each other along on their homesteading journey and off-grid life. So any of those places you want to check us out. But our main gig is pretty much here on YouTube, where we like to teach people how to live this lifestyle, which might become more important than ever before.
Big time. Yep.
Yeah. So tonight we're going to share the stories. Let's see. Oh, I don't even know where to start. Where do we start? Okay. So 3 years ago, I had this gleam in my eye and I transferred it over to Stacy, and she had a gleam in her eye.
Oh, I'm like, where are you going? What are you talking
For 3
about?
years.
Yes, you want me to keep going, or are you going to finish?
And that's why we have the thumbnail, because Stacy finally gave birth
to the cookbook.
To the cookbook. The cookbook is here.
Yay.
Oh my word, y'all. So we have the cookbook available now for sale for you guys.
But stay tuned, because there's more.
But, we have way more stories.
Yeah, don't even.
We wanted to get that one right
out of the way quick.
Yeah.
So don't leave her.
We're not having babies, but you got to stay for what's with the baby bottle. See, so we tried to give you guys some tips in the thumbnail for all you real viewers, and for you other folks who are like, oh yeah, she's not having a baby, but the thumbnail is a tell-all, right? So we're telling you guys that she gave birth to the cookbook. So the cookbook is finally here. And hang on a second, we've got to make sure we're giving you guys the link for the cookbook. There you go, link for the cookbook. Okay, so you guys order them now. We placed the order today. So books will be here in like 6 weeks, and then we'll start shipping them out. The first 1,000 books that we sell, we got a little something extra, something nice for you in those 1,000 books, okay? So if you guys want to get that, you can get that. All right. And that's been 3 years. Come on, Homestead Homies, in the comment section, let us know how long you've been waiting for the cookbook.
Well, things are busy. It's hard. There's so much going on. So I just kind of had to, sit down and really finish it.
So talk about your experience writing your cookbook, dear.
Well, the hardest part for me, because I don't measure, that was hard.
I actually had someone leave a comment, and they said, "Oh, come on, Stacy, are you seriously writing a cookbook and you don't even measure? Is this cookbook actually even going to have measurements?"
And it does, yes. So that took some, I had to kind of figure it out and do them and all that. So that's how it was. So it's been, I mean, and now it's really easy for me now.
Yeah.
I think I could do a lot more.
So we
now.
have birthed an author. Yeah. So stay tuned for Stacy's lineup of exciting reading material. And I'm more the video guy. I probably will work on a video or a book for you guys. I think a book kind of about our story and some more of the private details and stuff like that is what I'd like to do. So.
And there's Rose Marie's here, and Amy's It Fuels here.
And Amanda Peel, and Whispering Botanicals.
The Swafford Homestead.
The Prepared Christian.
Jerry Yoder. James Hinkle.
Nana Merrill.
Hi, everyone.
Amanda Reed. Grampy Campy's Bear Creek Homestead. How you doing, buddy? Hope you're doing good. Kimberly Williams, shout out. Sharon Spurlock. You guys are moving this thing. R&B.
A Simple Life with Chris and Tara.
Poorhouse Racing.
Hi,
hey,
Amanda.
Simple Life with Chris and Tara. Make sure you check out their YouTube channel. They just started a little while ago. And they're having fun down there and doing their little adventure. Now, they live in the same state as us, but they live down south. So they have a little bit warmer weather. And go give them a look-see-loo.
And all our good moderators are Grampy Campy too, and Jennifer.
Yep, thanks to all the moderators.
Debbie P.
Yeah, we mailed a bunch of the seeds out, and then whatever. If you guys didn't get any seeds, that means we probably ran out. Two Family Homestead will be on their show on July, is it 17th or 12th? Something like that. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. It's a Monday night show.
It'll be a little warmer then.
Yeah, it'll be definitely a lot warmer then.
There's
if you guys got any questions about
Jackie.
the log cabin, just whatever, make sure you put them in all caps.
Let's see. There's Douglas, another Douglas.
Yes.
He's from Des Moines, Iowa.
Hey, Des Moines.
And then Sissy wants to know, are those solar lights?
Not tonight. Okay, so here we're going to finish off this cookbook story so you guys can really appreciate this. So I've been on her kind of lately. You guys have been on me about this cookbook, and I'm telling you guys, I've been putting the hammer down here about this cookbook. So I told her, I said, you got a deadline of this and this date. And we missed that deadline, and I was getting a little more on it. And I was, kind of with that. We did a lot more progress in that time, right? So I was like, oh, that was pretty good. So then I was like, okay, you got to get it done here. Well, it didn't have to get done like right there. But she decided a week ago, I guess, to stay up till like 1 o'clock. It was a good later, 1 o'clock, yeah, 1:30.
Like 1:30.
In the morning, finishing everything, checking all the dots and the apostrophes and the T's and the paragraphs and the pictures and the recipes and the measurements and the blah, 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 blah. And she ran our solar system straight into the ground, y'all.
She did not. It was not.
Every piece of it. So what happens is in the solar system that we have, this setup, there's an actuator in there, and it's like stop proof. If you go too low with the batteries, this thing clicks and it stops you from robbing all the battery power. Okay. But unfortunately, it's like a 1 in a million chance, who knows what. But when it went down to protect the batteries, it won't come back up. So we're waiting on the part from the place. And wow. So we've been without solar power for a week. We've been back on the generator. And the worst part about all that is y'all, we got our meat here now. If you've been around our channel for a while.
I got a refrigerator and I got the freezer, and we have lots of stuff going on. Lots of things that I've been saving.
Yeah, if you've been around our channel for a while, you know that we cheat a little. We had a freezer over at a neighbor's house, and I would do some chores over there, and then I would get our freezer over there, and Stacy would go pick a few things we were having for dinner or whatever. And so we actually brought all of our food is literally right here now. And so I was getting a little excited about that one. So we've been running off this generator. The part will be here probably tomorrow. We'll get it swapped out and we'll be back in business. So the solar stuff has been working well. And
it's great.
Yeah, we're going to go over it more with you guys.
We're learning we're learning by our mistakes.
By
no one told me, and I didn't get any, nothing was sent to me.
You didn't get the email?
No
one
sent it to me.
The text, the memo?
So I don't know.
How you got to do it these days, y'all? You don't just tell them, do you? You got to text them, email. There's no fax anymore. I DM'd you on Instagram, Stacy.
What?
All the directions. All right, looking good to get rid grid small community started. All right. Okay, anything with questions is all caps, and then we're going to go on to some more of our stories. So that's the big story, is the cookbook is out. We appreciate all you guys. A lot of you guys know that the cookbook is out. We've sold a bunch of copies already, and so we really appreciate all your support on that. And Stacy really worked hard on it, so you have to get a copy of that cookbook so she feels really good about herself. So she wants to write more books. So you guys have to encourage her. It's over also, 100 recipes.
Yes, 111.
How many? Do you remember how many pages? Somebody asked how many pages.
I have no idea.
It's a good sized book. She didn't skimp on the recipes. Over 100, and some are family recipes with her grandma Shushan.
Yes, there's lots of them. So I have lots of different kinds of lots of stuff in it. lots of different things, like homemade dressings, salad dressings, and marinades. I mean, a lot of it is just using, so you don't have to worry about buying store-bought salad dressing. You can make any kind you want, from ranch dressing to Caesar dressing to vinaigrettes. I mean, anything, things like that. And then some, big meals where you can, like hearty meals like chicken chilies. And I have a bunch of Armenian recipes that are very good. They taste amazing and they're really easy to make. And I have a lot of recipes with sardines. And sardines are so good. Don't freak out.
There are not a lot of them, but there's some.
No, they're really good. If you like fish, you'll like these. When you cook them, just trust me, you have to try some of the recipes in there. They're really good. So I have a lot of different things in there, from drinks. I have some ferment recipes in there, how to make yogurt, sourdough bread. I mean, there's lots of different things in there. It's just like a plethora of different things.
Yeah, it's
some desserts.
Really we said it was like the foodie survival book for the upcoming apocalypse. So make sure you get your cookbook. We'll ship them out soon, and then you got to get all your little special ingredients so you'll be ready to go. All right, will there be a log cabin giveaway? No, there will not. We did not reach 1 million subscribers, nor did we reach 100 million views, because you guys dropped the ball big time. But that's okay, and YouTube has a lot to do with that too, So it's okay. It was worth the try, and never know what tomorrow brings. So.
And then Grandpa Candice loves what you're doing for your mom.
Yeah, Mom's wearing me out. But we're going to get her done. And pretty soon it'll be me and Stacy out there throwing some logs and getting all set up. And hopefully you guys are following along with that series. If you guys are new around here, Stacy and I are taking Mom out of the city, and we're building her a log cabin up here on our property so she can live the good life with us and eat the fresh food and have the fresh air, and so we can look after her a little bit. Okay. And so stay tuned on those videos. We'll have some more coming up, but I might just start including more homestead stuff, and then just kind of taking you guys along, and just so keep your eyes out for that. I don't know how I'm going to go with that yet. So you guys lose interest on stuff so fast, I can't keep up with you.
All right, let's see. There's Debbie Grubbs.
Thanks, Delia, for putting on that second TV. Alonso, we really do appreciate that. And there was a lot of people that were, man, you guys were leaving the comments on every video, and, we get alerts and stuff. So I know when people are like into it, really watching the videos, and there were several of you guys, some of you guys are here tonight, and we really do appreciate that. The chocolate tea is coming out next. We got the cookbook out of the way. So next up on my plate is going to be this chocolate tea business. So we've been disshuffled, right? We were building the learning center, but I have completed the learning center, just a few trim pieces. So we'll get busy on this chocolate tea business. So that'll be our next big announcement. Yeah, and then a chicken coop.
I really need a chicken coop. Yeah, I was at the farm at home. They got the seeds out and all that, and really like chicks will be coming up soon.
Yeah.
It's flying by. Just hold on tight. The year's going.
About the cookbook, if you guys are in Canada or Europe or Germany or Australia or all these cool places that you guys watch us from, we're working on getting you able to have that information, okay? So just hang on and we'll make an announcement for it. But right now it's a physical book, and it's only in the United States, lower 48. And then as soon as we get our mind wrapped around all this stuff, because it's all brand new to us, we'll get the stuff figured out where we can get it to you guys no matter where you are, okay? And thanks for your patience. We really appreciate it.
All right. Alan wants to know if I'm responsible for the drone shots.
Yeah, Stacy does all the filming and the editing. She's really that's awesome.
Yeah.
It really takes a lot of work off of me, and she does a really good job. Good job.
Thank you, honey.
You're welcome.
Not really. He does it all.
Yeah, I think sometimes you guys don't, maybe you don't know, but basically, you know, we don't do any like, you know, scripting, or some people do the board thing or whatever that is, where they plan out what they're going to do. We basically grab the camera. What we give you guys is what we have going on in our day, right? And there's some people complaining that I don't bring the camera in close enough and show detail on the work down there, or you know, just some things going on with that. Y'all, I got 3 cameras going, a drone. You know, I'm trying to build a log cabin. My friends are here helping. And I'm trying to bring you guys enough information where you can see the process, but I also, you know, I just have to kind of keep moving. So I'm just doing the best that I can. And then I have to edit that stuff and then put it up for you guys. You guys, honest to goodness, I'm telling you, I am working out there, editing and uploading, and you guys are watching the next morning what I did the day before. You know, the guys are coming to work the next morning, and he's like, dang, I watched the video on the way. So we're just giving it all to you guys, and we're trying our best. So.
All right. Moose Man says, hi from London Mills, Illinois. Are we drinking chocolate tea? Not tonight.
No, not tonight. What kind of tea is it?
Actually, this is just like a store-bought one. It's
of all the nights.
I know. I think it's like a traditional medicinal tea, like a sleepy
We have tea balls. Oh, what happened though? Tell them the truth.
What?
With your tea ball.
Oh, we were hurrying up to do this, and I was going to make tea with the tea ball, and it broke into a million. That's why we have a tea bag.
So it
opened up and went all over, so I had to dump it all out, and that's why we have tea bags tonight.
So what were you going to make?
What was I going to make? I was going to do holy basil and then fennel.
Oh, and we both grow those at our
they're my jars.
Yeah, and then we dehydrate them and use them for tea. So there, now you know all the intricate details.
Yeah, you know how stuff always happens when you're in a hurry or you have to do something, and things always happen. The dog gets out, you want to go somewhere, or you broke a glass and people are coming over and you have to clean up again. You know, things like that always happen.
All right, can chickens take care of baby chickens you buy from the store? No, because chickens are going to establish a pecking orders. Once you introduce those chicks to the flock, they're gonna, causing some business,
Yeah, so if you have little chicks that you buy little chicks, because a little chick doesn't need a mommy to take care of it. So once you get the chick, because you can get chicks when they're hatched, they're a day or 2 day old, they can last because they were eating off the yolk from the mom in the egg. So what happened, not from the mom, but from the yolk, and then when they are shipped, they can be shipped for 2 days because they're still eating that. So they don't need anything until you get them from the post office. And then all you got to do is give them their feed and water, the little crumbles, and then you give them water and they're fine. They don't need a mommy or anything like that. They'll just be fine and raise them. And until they're bigger.
Right.
Because they will get pecked on. Right. So you need to keep them somewhere like in another house, or if you're going to keep them like in a little swimming pool, like plastic pool that you have in your back room, or out somewhere where they can stay, kind of warm. You don't want to put them out where it's freezing because they're still little babies and they just have their little fluffy feathers. They don't have their real grown-up feathers yet. And then generally for me, I'll keep them. We have this little A-frame house that I keep our little babies in, and then when they're big enough and they've feathered out, then I may start, incorporating them in with the other flock. Because the other one, they're like little bullies. I mean, they'll pick on them.
Yeah, they got to develop their order. You know what I mean? It's just like when you guys remember high school and stuff, when you got to get your little pecking order down. Get your little cliques together. That's what it's all about. Nature and humans, it's all kind of the same.
Yeah,
stuff.
Are you a jock or a burnout or?
Right. She's showing them colors, girl. You got your cassette player on? Oh my gosh.
No, my 8-track tape.
Yeah. I was on the tail end of 8-track, so I don't really remember that as much. It was tapes all the way for us, though.
Yeah, well, you guys leave a comment, okay? If you remember 8-track tapes, do you remember your favorite 8-track tape? Well,
can I use regular kerosene from Walmart and an oil lamp like yours on your table? Yes.
But the thing is with like these lanterns, you cannot keep switching your oil.
That's
so let's say I wanted to put like olive oil.
Let's say you use that same oil you just talked about from Walmart in here, and then you wanted to try a different oil, you have to take this wick out and not use it in here, and you have to clean this good, and then you can put in your new oil. You always have to change your wick.
Do not mix oils, you'll get too much smoke.
Right.
And then the other thing with your lanterns, as you can see, like.
This was ingenious planting this here.
Well, okay, the wick.
It's a conversation.
I don't know, it's kind of glary.
It's okay.
But you want
see it.
Make sure, some people will cut the wick like rounded like so.
Yes.
Or you can cut it straight across. Either way, if it's jig-jaggy or whatever, you know, it'll kind of burn weird. Just make sure, and don't ever let your lanterns get low, because what happens then, the wick will dry out.
Yes.
And because you don't want the smoking. And when you light them, make sure the wick is down, because how did I know this?
To the low setting.
Low, then you may light it, because when you light it and it's up high and you put this on, it'll make your globe all black. And that's a pain, and then you can't see out of it. So the oil you can burn, like I like to burn extra virgin olive oil, not in these. We get the clean burn that we use on our lantern.
Klean. You can get it at most of your hardware stores, or if they don't have it, you can ask them for it, or you can get it online. Kleanburn, clean burn. Stacy's pretty sensitive to smell, clean heat. Yeah, Stacy's pretty sensitive to smell, and so we tried the kerosene stuff. It was kind of strong, and we did a few other ones, and then we landed on this stuff, and it doesn't bother her at all.
Yeah, no, I like a lot. Oh, and then I also have little lamp things that I have with wick that I put olive oil in, extra virgin or olive oil, and that burns good. And if you ever would do that, and here's another good way, you know, there's a couple ways you can tell if you're getting real extra virgin olive oil. If you put it in the refrigerator and it kind of gets gelled up after a day or so, then you know it's real, because sometimes they're messing with you guys and like putting soybean oil and mixing other oils in with the virgin, you know, extra virgin olive oil. So either putting in the refrigerator to see if it gels up, or if it burns clean, then it's pure. So that's kind of two ways you can find out.
So there.
Yeah.
How long does a lamp full of this stuff last? Well, now it's going to last a lot longer because we have the magic of almost solar.
Are you talking about how much this lasts?
Yeah.
It depends. Okay, so here's the thing. With your lanterns, just like we use headlamps all the time, or if you guys have a flashlight, or, you know, even if you're working in your shop and you have one of those, what are those big lights that you have? You know, those big battery lights. If you turn it on the highest level, you're going to burn more battery, right? So it's the same thing with these. If I turn my lantern up a lot to get more light, this is going to burn
more
quicker.
Oil.
If you go down lower, you're not going to burn quite as much oil. It's the same kind of principles with batteries.
And then now are we talking about during the winter time, or are we talking about in the summertime? Because in the summertime we come in at 8, 9 o'clock, and then it gets dark, and then we go sleepy night. In the wintertime we come in at 4 o'clock and it's dark, and we might stay up for a little bit more, so we're using it maybe a little bit more.
So the winter, actually in the summertime, I could really, like a gallon jug, we could go through 1 gallon for the whole summer.
That's a long time.
Yeah. The one thing that you have to look at it, because when we first got these, I bought a ton of wicks. The wicks will last you forever. The wicks really last a very, very, very long time. Mm-hmm. The one thing you got to get, if you guys are going to get lanterns, get extra globes. They break all the time. They get bumped when you're cleaning them. Stuff
at least around here,
all the time. No, it happens to anybody. So that is the one thing I would say if you're trying to stock up, especially in this day and age, what's going on, who knows what's going to happen with electricity. If you have this, then it will work out great to get maybe some extra globes, because they will break. Scott
Antonio, you must not watch all the videos or their channels, because we've been on both of those channels on their videos. We know them well. Thank you. Thank you very much. That window breaking on the skid steer was scary. Yeah, that was a good one, wasn't it? Yeah, I had to cut that one short for you guys.
Yeah, he wasn't very happy after that happened.
Oh yeah, the link for the cookbook will keep getting blasted up. No problem, guys. You just keep on with the, you keep looking forward, it'll be there. Also, if you guys don't mind, take a second to visit our website we just released, offgridwithdougandstacy.com. So go check that website out. I put up a blog there about building our log cabin, so you can check that out.
And then we'll be adding more blogs.
Leave a comment. Yes.
Because it's all new.
Right. So we're going to be populating all the topics you see on the banner there. And as we populate those topics, they'll actually become live where you can click on them and it'll take you to all the articles we wrote about that subject. Okay. We're just doing all kinds of stuff, y'all. That's why Stacy hasn't been in the videos. She was building websites and building what other stuff? Cookbooks.
And washing dishes.
Washing dishes, making food, keeping all the guys fed down at the job site. You know, sometimes I joke with her. It's like, how are you going to come and help me when I need to eat?
That's right.
I'm like, how do these couples do it, right? I mean, I don't know how they're going to do it. What, are we going to eat leftovers all the time or something? Because, I mean, I'm a machine. I have to eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner when I'm working out there like that. And lots of food. I'm like a weightlifter eating food.
Can you guys hear me?
Can you hear us?
Somebody wants me to scoot closer when I talk.
Oh, just speak up.
Can you hear me?
Project that voice.
All right. Bill wants to know if you ever stubbed your toe on the cinder block you threw in the pond to break the ice.
No.
Maybe the grandkids might step on it.
No. Wrong side of the pond where we enter and exit.
All righty. What else do we have?
Okay, so now we can move on. You guys want to know about the baby bottle? Let me know if you want to know about the baby bottle.
About the baby. Baby.
We already had our twins. Remember, our daughter just had her twins. And they're actually in the process, y'all, of moving to a 20-acre farm right around the corner. And if you're watching this and you're interested, we have several properties available right now around us that were off-grid Amish properties. Okay, there's one for sure, brand new house. They just built it. She said, we're selling this house. It's so brand new, we haven't even finished yet. So it's got 4 or 5 acres on it. It's off-grid. It's a brand new house, very nice. And then there's other houses with more property. So if you guys are interested, you want to be our neighbors. Right in the middle of Amish country. It's all different prices. You guys are going to have to email me or something and ask what's up. So I think that house with the 4 or 5 acres was 140, 150, 180. I got to get my commission. 179.99. Yeah, it was about 140, I think, 145.
Big house. It's got a lot of room.
Yeah, so, I mean, this is, you know, it's good stuff.
Oh, here, someone's A-track was Bob Seger and the Silver Bullet Blake Band. That was a good one. Oh, and there I didn't see all those. Eagles Hotel, California. I know mine were mixed. We mixed it with my parents. So I had like Nazareth, Hair of the Dog, and Ted Nugent, and then
Led Zeppelin.
And then my parents, we had Glenn Campbell and Dionne Warwick. What else were there? I can't even remember. It's crazy how you remember that stuff, isn't it?
So I told you guys about barometric pressure, right? If you guys are having livestock on your homestead, if you guys are going to raise animals around there, just kind of keep an eye on that barometric pressure when you're about to lay them out or when you're about to calve out, okay? Because it's 99% sure that if you're close, out they come. Tonight was triplets. We had triplets. Our first set for 2021. You know what that means, y'all? That means abundance in 2021, y'all.
Means lots of babies.
That's right, abundance. So the problem is that the Katahdin sheep, any sheep really, is not equipped good enough to handle 3 babies. So
they only have 2 little udders.
Yeah, and their bag isn't big enough to produce enough milk. And so what we'll have to do is we're letting it get colostrum and hang out with the group, and then we're going to start feeding it first thing tomorrow, and then. So every day you guys watch these videos, stay tuned so you can check the progress out, and we're going to name it. And Elsa's doing really good out there. And she was if you don't know, I bottle fed her last season, during lamb season, because we lost her mom. So now I'm going to get a new one, and it is a lot of work. And so she said she wouldn't do it again.
It's a lot. It is a lot of work feeding those little, but they're the cutest little pigs. I was just telling my friend Jody earlier today, the cutest thing is if you bring them in when they were little, and they're, you guys have goats and stuff. They have the cutest little
goats are overrated,
and they just kind of prance on the wood. They're so cute, so cute. But it'll be enjoyable. So we have three little ones, and generally
we're only going to feed one, so you just got to take one off of them. So if you guys start doing this, we have hair sheep. They're called Katahdin. They're excellent sheep. No problem, easy keepers, no trying to escape, no bother. Keep your eye out on your ram, that's for sure. No matter who your ram is, even Rambo, that we have such a great relationship, you still got to keep your eye out.
I know. I was thinking how many he's had. We probably had 100 lambs.
Oh man, he's awesome.
Yeah, no,
we're putting out triplets out there. Come on.
Yeah, he's been a good boy.
All right, Paul Martin. I had the logs milled for me. Okay, we actually we were still in the city. I studied how to build a log cabin, and I found a way to harvest logs and then get them to the guy, and then he milled them up for me at the mill. But now that I have a portable sawmill, I'm going to build Mom's cabin. I'm going to get anchored in a little bit more, and then I think I'm going to go to work on building a cabin like this, and maybe that'll be the giveaway. So what do you think about those apples? I'm going to redo this cabin. I'm also having a video coming up about how I built this cabin. I took a lot of pictures, but the only problem is there's nobody in the pictures because I was the only one up here. And we weren't into documenting our lives like we are now. So I have all these pictures of like my progress, but there's nothing in the picture except for my progress, because I was taking pictures and sending them to Stacy, because I was up here sleeping in a tent and she was down there living in a 1-bedroom apartment while I was getting all this done. So it's kind of crazy story.
So Alexis wants to know if we have experience with meat rabbits. Well,
she does.
Alexis, I know I have a ton of experience because growing up, well, until I was older, my dad raised rabbits. We raised hundreds of rabbits for meat that we grew up eating, and we used to show rabbits.
Don't look at me, I wasn't there.
Yeah, the lop-eared rabbits, and we were trying to develop a 12-inch ear little mini lop rabbit could fit in a teacup. So that's what we were trying to breed, and it was really fun. So I had a lot of fun with that. And I've been talking to Doug because we have our dog on Molly on raw food diet, and my one thing is for us to really be, 1,000%. Like living like we do without having to worry about anything else. Sometimes I do have to supplement. I supplement her and get food for her at the grocery store because she eats a lot. So I was really thinking about starting meat rabbits again specifically for the dog. And then of course the manure is excellent because we can put it directly onto what we need to put it on.
Right.
Because you don't have to wait for it to cure up or anything. So I do have experience raising rabbits. And so that has been in my back of my mind. So who knows, we may even start adding that to our homestead.
And fun fact for you guys, did you know that the Indians actually starved eating rabbit? Bet you didn't know that one. And for us, a lot of people always ask why we don't actually raise rabbit ourselves for meat. And it's because we eat kosher, which is along the line of Leviticus 11 in your scripture book. And we're not interested in debating anyone's information there. We just are letting you know that's why we don't eat the rabbit.
Well, you can also look up if you look up the blood type diet, Dr. D'Amato. If you look at any of the blood types, he doesn't even recommend pork for anybody to eat.
Right. It's
that
really nasty meat
because of just how it affects your blood and everything. So
right.
You can look that up. It's eat right for your type, and it talks about your blood type, foods that are beneficial for your blood types, foods that are like detrimental to avoid foods, and foods that are neutral. And it's a very, very good book. So if anybody wants to learn more about eating right for your type, look that up. Dr. D'Amato.
Yeah. And Terry, no, she's not pregnant. Actually, what we announced was she gave birth to the cookbook that we've been working on for 3 years. So that's right there in the link that you can actually get a copy 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 7 for all your holiday needs this year in 2021. And in that cookbook also, guys, it's not just a cookbook with recipes. She goes over stuff, why she started eating healthy. She goes over some little tidbits of information here and there about the food. And so there's a lot of good stuff in there for you guys.
Yep. There's little notes in it. I wrote little things on a lot, throughout the whole book.
There's a picture of Grandma Shushan. I barely made the cut. I almost got squeezed out from Grandma Shushan.
Her picture's bigger.
And we have bluegill and bass in our pond. And there might be some catfish in there, but we don't eat that according to Leviticus 11 as well. But they are in there just to kind of keep it maintained in there, kind of keep it clean.
Case Farm wants to know when the Learning Center will be open.
Who?
Case Farm.
Who? Doesn't that ring a bell?
Is that Howard? Is that you, Howard?
The Learning Center, we'll be working on that pretty soon, guys.
Well, and I would like in the spring, we could have,
Yes,
we'll have like
literally, I can start doing the Learning Center like right now.
Yeah.
Okay. So
just
give me a
stay tuned
second.
for that.
Right. I might do a Learning Center on how to build a log cabin. You
can come help him. I'll cook for you too.
Yeah, we talked about the baby bottle. The baby bottle is because we had triplets outside. Our lambs just lambed out. Our ewe lambed out and had triplets.
And so now I have to be mommy to one of them because lamb cannot take on 3 babies. It just won't work.
Well, do you get a hold of Al Lumna, because he's good friends of ours. He's an original Homestead homie, came out to see us in New Hampshire many years ago, and let him know that we have world-class Katahdin sheep available. And if he got some goats from Arizona, I bet you darn Skippy we can get him sheep from Missouri. All right, so but that's your job. You get a hold of them. I'm sure you'd like to work with us. We're all good buddies here.
And that was in Vermont, not New Hampshire, wasn't it? Was it?
Yeah, New Hampshire.
No, Vermont.
Vermont, right, Vermont.
It was still, that's the East Coast.
Right.
How many batteries do you have for your solar system?
There's 3. Oh, you weren't expecting that one.
3, there's more. Oh, batteries, yes. I was thinking of the panel.
Ding, 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 ding. Okay. Get your cookbook now. Get it while it's hot. Everybody go watch offgridwithdougandstacy.com and leave a comment on our only blog that we put up for you. And
people are wanting to know the email.
We're going to put some more on there. We'll do your homework. Go find it somewhere, man. We can't spoon feed you guys every single thing.
Wouldn't it be?
And then if I don't want to blast it on here, then the whole world has it. So you do your homework. It's out there for you to find. You can do it. Come on, you can do it. We got to get everybody to participate more in life from 2021 going forward. You don't have to have all answers just handed to you. Oh, I know you didn't like that.
Just give them a hint.
You didn't like that, did you? See, look at her. Oh, just give them a hint. No.
Oh, hi.
Oh, there's Molly. She got up to say hi.
Molly, do you want to say hi to all of our friends?
There she is. No, they don't encourage her to do bad things.
Say hi.
She can see.
Say hi to everyone.
Oh, she's a good girl. She was sleeping. All right. There's Molly. All right, let's go, man. If you guys got questions, give us to it in all caps. We can't be going with this dead stuff here.
You can't read it.
Will your mom have a wood cook stove? Yes, we will have a wood cook stove in there. Okay. So here's the thing, guys. I mean, obviously that's a place for my mom to be. Okay, and it's on our property here. And I'm hoping that I'll be able to get the 10 acres that's behind mom's house, right? And then in the future, we would have that house and 10 acres, and then this house and our 11 acres, and then we got the learning center here. We can open this up for Wolfer or people that want to live and do some hands-on training. There's so much opportunity, right? So there's the big picture. That's, kind of all the stuff that we're thinking about. So, but yeah, mom will be living in there. She'll have a wood cook stove, but she will be on grid. She'll have regular water. She will have a composting toilet, and she will have power from the grid with a backup. Mom is 72, right? 72, yeah.
All right, Big John wants to know June bug control work. Are you meaning the Japanese beetles?
Yes, on the apple trees.
So this year, no, we hardly had any. I don't know what, maybe it worked. I thought, it would have, because last year, I guess it is 2019. They were so bad. So then I did the milky spore that I used, and it's supposed to soak into the ground and last. So this year, our apples were great. They didn't bother any. I just had a few of them, and it wasn't bad at all. So
we keep posting the link for the cookbook in the comments there. So just keep your eye out. It'll be a blue link. Everybody's posting it. Get it while it's hot. First 1,000 copies, get a little something special. A little something special. Maybe it'll be a little sawdust from mom's log cabin. No, I'm not just kidding. Some people actually email me. They're like, hey, I might want to give me a couple of those chips. Why would I even flush any kind of a toilet? I don't know. What are your top 3 tomatoes that you like to grow, Stacy?
Someone just asked me that yesterday. That's so weird. Someone just asked me that question yesterday. No joke.
Okay, come on. What's your answer? Then you should be ready. You should be like.
And I always like to try new things. You know how you always go back to the ones that you like, that always grow good for you, and they taste good all the time, and you never have any problems with them. So these are my 3 favorite ones. And I typed it last night. I was answering.
Come on, give it up.
I really love the pink brandywine.
Mm-hmm.
They're wonderful. They have a wonderful taste. They grow great. I just love them. That's one of my big time favorites. I like the if you want it like a grape or a cherry type tomato, I love the black cherry tomato. That is wonderful. It has a really kind of sweet, smoky. It's just got a really great taste. And then the other one, I know a lot of people like this one too, but I just constantly, it's a rock star in my books. I love the Cherokee purples. So, I mean, there's so many more that I like, but generally every year I always plant those 3 and they always do good for me.
Seriously, guys, am I doing pretty good with our off-grid connection here? We are living off-grid in the middle of nowhere, no public utilities. I watch some people on YouTube with public utilities on grid and that they don't have a really good connection. Am I doing okay here? Is the picture clear? Can you hear us well? Let me know in the comments section so I can read the accolades. I work hard on this for you guys.
So Sandra wants to know, is 62 years old too old to start homesteading?
No, but you just have to do what you can do. Yeah. Don't try to compare yourself to everybody.
No, you just start off, if you're okay, if you just want 1 rabbit, that's good. Or if you just want a couple chickens, that's good. Just do what you can. But for sure, no, you can do it. Anybody can do it. And then the cool thing that I like to see from you guys is how many people are doing this that are over 50 years old. Yeah. We get people and emails from people in the 60s, 70s that they're doing it, the husbands and wives, and they just bought their property, they moved, and they're doing it. So, I mean, anybody can do this. Anybody could get a little raised bed or even pots or what, and just grow a little garden. Anybody can do it. So.
Okay, what's twitching?
What's twitching?
Twitching my toes. He says I could get a little better. That's Kilted Gardener. Always trying to slide in the funnies. Check out Kilted Gardener's channel. We have a lot of good people here. Jennifer, I got your email, Jennifer.
Hold on, I'll be right back.
Just hang on, Jennifer. I got you. I told you to email me. I won't ignore you. I'm coming, girl. I'm coming. I'm coming, girl. I'm just trying to finish up some stuff, but then I'll get back to your email. All right. And thanks for watching all the old videos and all that stuff. I got a little something for you. Some stickers. Do you make your own laundry soap?
Yeah.
Yes. We got videos about it. Y'all, we have 1,000 videos. If you're new to our channel, if you just started watching because I'm building Mama Log Cabin, we have 1,000 videos. All you have to do is click the picture of us, go to our homepage, go to videos, and then if you look to the right, if you're on your laptop, you'll see some lines. If you're on your phone, you'll see some dashes. And if you hit that, you can watch the oldest video to the most newest video, or the other way around, or most popular video. And then you can watch all. We have so much information, y'all. For 2 years, listen up. For 2 years, we did videos every single day. Right? So you guys can go back and see our whole lifestyle, how we put all this stuff together. There's so much information on there, and we can't just keep going over it over and over and over again just because new people are showing up. That's why we have a library, y'all. If I was writing books and you were coming here to learn about off-grid, reading my book, I can't keep writing the same book over and over and over. You guys got to go to the library, check out the book, get them. I'm going to write new books. So go watch those old videos. There's so much good information. Our whole water system, y'all. I mean, this is, I'm not going to be crazy about it, but look at all the people that have been on YouTube for the last several years, off-grid and doing what we do. Where are they now? But Doug and Stacy are right here, tried and true, showing you how these systems work and being serious about it, right? So I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Boom!
Because it's working, it works. It works. All right. So someone.
What is this tea got caffeine in it?
I hope not. Actually, it's sleepy time. It should be relaxing him, but it's helping. So some people were asking about the book. This is the book. This is the encyclopedia. There's a couple different versions. I like to read and I like to learn and I like to glean from lots of different, avenues when it comes to my health and our health. And this book is amazing because in the back of it, it has like a whole list. It talks about your blood. If you have A blood, B, AB, or O. And it tells you the foods that you can eat. And it goes into great detail. Fruits, all vegetables, all supplementations, all spices, all drinks, all meats, all dairy, all breads, everything, anything you could think of. And it tells you like certain things that you eat, you wonder why, oh, I exercise and I do so much, and why am I not losing weight? Sometimes it could possibly be what you're eating. Like for me, I'm an O blood. O bloods really aren't supposed to eat a lot of grains or corn. So when you eat corn or wheat products, it causes your metabolism to slow down. So I know that for me, if I eat a lot of it, that's what's going to happen to me. Certain foods that you might eat will be like cause disease. So I really like this book. So along with all the other things we try to implement to my health, this is what I like to look at. And I've used this for many, many, many years. And it's just another resource that I like to look at. I mean, I don't put all my eggs in one basket, but I just like, don't ever stop learning, guys. There's so many good books. Don't put all your looks into looking at the internet because they're putting lots of stuff on the internet that is not true. And they're hiding all the good stuff and you can't find it anymore. I was telling him it's sad right now because everything that's on the internet now is like mindless stuff. Like everybody that I used to.
Yeah, you guys noticing that on your internet feed, like your YouTube feed, like what they try to suggest to you? Has anybody noticed? Leave a comment. Like, like the stuff you normally look at or whatever, just kind of missing from your feed. I mean, I'm getting stuff like Chinese writing and Asian people, and I'm getting stuff I would never watch, and I'm getting more like, I don't, you know what I'm talking about, just stuff that normally you wouldn't look at. Are you getting that in your feed more versus what you normally would look at? That's what I'm asking you.
Yeah.
Eat right for your blood type. That's right.
And you can also, if you don't want to get the book, you can find it online. If you say I'm blood type O, what can I eat? And it'll give you like a list of stuff. But this goes into bigger detail, and I really like the encyclopedia. This is really a good book.
Yeah. And I was just wondering if that was the case with you guys, because we talk about it and then, I don't really, so I ask you guys because a lot of you guys spend a lot of time on YouTube. So, and y'all, we're not going to be, chasing all this stuff around. Just so you know, we're on YouTube and Facebook, and that's where we're going to be. So I'm not going to be running to all these different places and all that. I can't do it, y'all. I've been spending all this time, connecting with you. I'm not going nowhere. So if the way I see it is, I'll exploit the YouTube thing to get the information out, to talk to you guys, to make our few bucks as long as I can. And I just want you guys to get this information. You know what I'm saying? This is good information. You know what I mean? Our whole channel is so full of good information. Stacy works so hard showing you guys fermenting and how you preserve your food without all this extra stuff and how it's good for you, and growing food and our water catchment. I mean, y'all, this is like so much information for you just right at your fingertips. And this is real deal stuff. Everything that we use here is totally in place, totally usable, totally operational. And we've been here 10 years.
10 years.
And if you guys want to get the cookbook, we keep dropping it in the chat. So just keep seeing it. It's going to be a blue link that flashes up in the chat, and we're posting it up as fast as we can.
Oh, Scott says you look sexy, Doug.
Thank you.
Yeah, look at all these people.
It's not really named Scott, right? It was like Scottisha. It wasn't Scott. Come on, Scott. What's up? Can I get some thumbs up in here? Let's check the thumbs up here. How are we doing? 1.2. There's 1,500 of you all in here. Give me some clickety clicks on the thumbs up. It's totally free. So you guys can knock that out, can't you? And actually it helps too, because YouTube's like, wow, that must be a pretty good live show. And then they start telling everybody, hey, everybody, there's a good live show over there. And then maybe we can catch somebody real quick and talk about eating good food and how we prepare it from scratch and grow it in our garden. They'll be like, I want to do that. I'm sick of this city living in this nasty food eating GMO stuff. And then boom, y'all just help capture somebody. All you had to do is a thumbs up.
Okay, Susan wants to know, will my cookbook have how to ferment grains? Susan, I'm going to do one, start it right away on fermenting. It's just going to be a whole book on different things to ferment, and there's so many things to ferment. So yes, that'll be probably in my next book. Oh, somebody wants to be, who is it? What is it? DR to gain? I can't.
Ronnie Squire, now that you have been on the homestead for 10 years, has it turned out how you thought it would be? Actually,
I had no idea.
It's way better. I don't know how to explain it. I think one of the coolest parts as we were starting this homestead journey, this technology was kind of catching up. And then we could start 4 years, 5 years, go start really kind of sharing this stuff. And then we picked up steam sharing more and more of it. And I think that's what's really made it, I don't know, more rewarding, if you will, because we're able to experience it and have these moments and stuff. But for us, sharing it with you guys so you can experience it and then maybe long for that too, right? That's been totally, I love that.
But cool. The whole, just how
our whole experience has been phenomenal.
But then also how we built everything, things happened. We had no idea how this would be. And what it was, I think a lot of you guys, if you're first starting out, living there in your house and just seeing how the wind blows, how the rain falls, the weather,
we never cared about
seasons.
It before. It's just raining.
Well, but you have to see how it affects your property. So then, you start building things and deciding what's going to go where and what goes there. And so it just kind of, things start happen out of necessity, or you'll find out, this will be good here and this will be good there. And a lot of times we've done things and we've moved things already. So it's just one of those things. I think living on a homestead, it's always changing, wouldn't you say? I mean,
sure.
It's totally always changing, and just you'll never just be satisfied. You always kind of want to make it better or easier. And it's been great. I mean, I can't imagine ever living in the city or living anywhere else but out in the country.
So Doug talks too much, so they want to know about if you have any problems with parasites with your animals. So you can talk about some, and I'll talk about the sheep.
Okay, and then a sea line says my favorite videos are when making homemade products, and actually I'm going to be doing some of things like that. About parasites. Oh, now we're talking about parasites. So parasites, just, certain precautions, of course, you don't want to eat, where their feces and all that are. If you talk about dogs, if you talk about cats, if you talk about your sheep and your chickens. So basically I use diatomaceous earth. It's just like little fossilized, little sea creatures that were in old ancient beds. And then what they do, you can get it in the feed store. You can get big 50-pound bags of diatomaceous earth, food grade. And what I do is I supplement that, and I put that in my chicken feed. I'll put that in my sheep, sheep oats, the horse oats. And then that way the animals will get it, because it's sort of like a natural dewormer, because it'll kind of pull out all that bad stuff, and then they, go to the bathroom, and then it makes sure it just gets rid of all that. So I really like the DE. It's something good to add to your things that you have on your homestead, because you could use it. I like it in the horse barn. If, maybe they're peeing and it kind of stinks, or there's flies around, and maybe there's, you cleaned up the manure, maybe there's still a bunch of flies around. So you just put a little bit of that, where they are in the barn, and no flies, because it'll just get rid of any, any bugs and all that are around. And a lot of times I'll even sprinkle it in the chicken coop a little bit, put it in their nesting boxes, because it's good for them. It'll be good for their, you know, let's say they had any mites or things in their feathers. It'll help get rid of them too, because basically it's going to suck out all the moisture out of the little bug and get rid of them. It's also great for fleas on dogs. So if you maybe got like an old sock or pantyhose, and you can put it in there and kind of use it as like a little puff like this, or even like a bottle, and you just kind of sprinkle it in there and comb it through the dog's hair and leave it on them for a day or so. That's going to help get rid of fleas too if you have flea problems. I know you can use the DE also, put it on their bed or lay a little bit on the carpeting, but you got to be careful because it's very, very powdery. You do not want to breathe it. So you might want to wear a mask and for that, so you don't breathe the little particles. Just be very careful with it. But there's so many uses of DE. I mean, you can go online and read about it too, but it's something that I have a big trash can full of it. I use it for a lot of different things.
And the best way to prevent parasites, especially on your livestock, other than like chickens and the cats and all this, is rotate your pastures. You know, parasites usually have a lifeline of about, 14 to 20 something days. So if you can rotate your pastures accordingly, keep your animals moving, let those die off. That's how we do. We have several different paddocks, and we keep just enough animals, and we keep our parasite load down low. 8 years we've been raising sheep. We probably really had to go after them to treat them for worms maybe twice in all those years. Is that enough talking?
Yeah.
Okay, it's your turn.
My turn. We have to find something. Oh, we should do a giveaway. We have that thing in there. You want to do that yet? I'm saving it. I was going to give away.
If you guys are in our Homestead Homie group on Facebook, Brian was looking for some prayers, and I know that Gary Cochran, he's the guy who was helping out here on the build. If he might be watching tonight, hey Gary, and hey Jerry, Gary, do you miss me? Come on. But y'all, Brian ended up falling sick and getting into the hospital and was in there for a week. He has what is it? COPD. So, it's nothing bad or anything, but he just kind of goes in for a little maintenance and stuff. And then Gary was actually getting some stuff together to come fix Stacy's mess up with the solar. And we had to move some wires around so we could run the generator through all the outlets now. And he was getting some stuff for that and ended up having a stroke during the day, y'all. So he was in the hospital for a couple of days. He was like driving around. You know how men are, y'all. He was out driving around trying to get his supplies and started talking funny and didn't feel right. Started looking up symptoms. And did he call his wife, or did he walk in the house?
No, I don't know.
He walks in or calls her. He says, Marge, I think I'm having a stroke. And they took him off to the hospital. And so he's recovered and doing fine. He was just up here the other day. So thank you guys for all your prayers on that. It's a really good group that we have over there. And don't bunch of you guys go trying to join it real quick. Brian gets all upset when we have like 100 people trying to join, because he likes to go through and make sure that people joining the group are going to be able to contribute real nice and stuff. So if you guys join the group, there are questions. Am I doing a good job, Brian? There are questions that you have to answer. And if you don't answer the questions, we don't let you in the group. So if you do sign up, please take a moment to answer those questions. Okay.
Good job. Okay. Oh, Opie wants to know what happened to baby Elsa. She's not a lamb. She's a grown lady now.
Big girl out there.
She's a big girl.
And she holds her own, and she still comes running up every time we come out there.
I'm still food when she sees me. It's like, ah.
The only problem I have with her is when I'm out working the lot, I can get Rambo to leave me alone, right? He's not paying attention to me, and I give him the food, and he's going to be eating and everything. But if I start walking away, Elsa's so friendly, she'll come running after me, right? Because she wants to see what's up or where I'm going next or whatever. And Rambo will look up and he thinks she's charging me. So then he starts paying attention, and then he sees her run to me, and then he starts running to me. And so I have a problem with that. I have to keep an eye on him. Yeah,
because Elsa kind of likes Rambo. They lay together. They're like the little buddies.
Yeah.
Oh, so D. Robinson wants to know who'd you purchase the custom-made long jeans skirt from? Heidi at Rain Country.
Yeah, if you guys go on YouTube and you type in Rain Country, she'll pop up.
Channel.
And in her descriptions, you'll find out ways to get a hold of her so she can make you a skirt.
Right.
We just love them. They're fantastic, great skirts, very durable. And she does a great job, and we love supporting family business, small stuff like that.
And we got to support as many local businesses as we can, right, guys? For sure. All right, Lenny of the Ozarks wants to know, how long does it take to warm the water in the Amish water heater?
Oh, shoot. 30 minutes
or
something?
Oh, it is crazy.
It's pretty fast.
It's awesome.
Once you heat it up, you can get a good shower out of it. And then if you just throw like another stick in there, you'll have hot water the next morning. It lasts till the afternoon or something.
And I can't take, because we're so used to taking cold showers. I don't like to take a very, very hot shower. So like he can take a shower if he takes one at night, and then I'll take one in the morning. He doesn't even have to put any wood in it for me. If you want to get some and be off grid, this thing is amazing. It really is. I love it.
Stacy, do you want to get some milking cows?
No.
Why not, Stacy?
Because I get my milk from the Amish. I help them, and then I get my milk from them, and cream and all that, and I don't need to worry about it, and I don't need to milk it, because right now I'm going to be giving milk to a lamb quite a few times a day. And it's a lot of work.
Y'all, I know you guys watch these videos maybe, and you're thinking about this lifestyle, and all the stuff looks romantic and cute, and you just picture yourself. Do you really want to be out there 2 times a day for the rest of that cow's life, milking it every day like that? And then, it freshens up, it goes out of fresh. You know what I mean? It's so easy for us to get milk where we're at. If it's really hard to get milk, and milk is really important in your life, then I would definitely straddle myself down to milking a cow. But holy smokes, right? You ever try to, you can't go on vacation. It's hard enough just trying to, get somebody to watch your place with minimal work. So now you want to have them milking stuff. It just makes it a lot easier. So you guys remember what I said, pick your battles, because that's a big commitment, and it's a big animal. That's one thing that I consider too, is the girth of that thing. It can knock you around in 2 seconds, right? And then you start putting horns on them too. Some of them cows have horns on them. It's not worth it.
All right. How do you find land without building codes? We are in Canada and can't find any.
You're going to have to move out of Canada or go way out into the wilderness. You're not going to find nothing in Canada like, around where you think you're going to find something. You're going to have to go out into the sticks. There's places up there. Sean James is up there. He doesn't have no building codes. So you can find them, but you're not going to be, it's not going to be convenient. You know what I mean?
So Sarah wants to know where she can get a Scoby. If you can get
make one.
You can make one. What was it? I don't remember the name of it.
Hold on. We just had somebody get some tickets for the Homesteading Live Conference. They probably don't even know about the Homesteading Live Conference.
Oh, well, I was talking about Scobies first.
I know, go ahead.
Let me talk about Scoby. So you can make one. If you get a plain bottle of kombucha from the store, you can make it from that. So see if you can. Do you remember the title of that video?
Probably how to make a Scoby, and just type in Off Grid after it, and we'll walk you through the whole process on how you can make your Scoby from scratch.
Yeah, and then that way it's real easy. If you can get some from somebody, then you can make it. Or if you know someone that's making it, just get a Scoby from them.
Yeah, you guys, in case you didn't know, we host a Homesteading Live Conference every year in Hannibal, Missouri. Last year, we were the only in-person event anyone could attend in all of North America. We have a darn good time. Tickets sell out every year. It's limited seating. I'm working on our lineup right now, and we're really going to have a lot of good times. And we'll have our event, no matter what. So we're all grown adults, and anybody who buys a ticket fully understands the risk involved with coming to the thing. So, you guys can just get your tickets if you want to come and you want to live and you want to learn, or you cannot get your tickets, right? That's how we roll. And however you're comfortable when you attend is fine too. You can have your stuff with you, or you don't have to have it. That's all. We leave everything up to you, okay? So there you go. But it's a hootin' good time, and it'll be in August. It's the first weekend in August, First Friday
and second.
Yeah, first Sunday, Monday in August.
All right, how's this? It says, yes, see you here. More straw to keep the mud down around the building down there.
Yeah.
We got something going on down there.
Straw's $4 a bale, right? So, you know, you're going to need quite a bit of bales down there, and then you're going to have a big mess. You know, you just got to kind of work through it. I know there's a lot of good ideas. Somebody said plywood.
Oh, you can hear the drip. I don't think so.
Man, that's some good
some good
little
faucet
stuff
wasn't
we got
shut.
there.
It's our just dripping away.
Yeah, just waste it all up.
I know. That's crazy. You could hear that. All righty. Look at all these little thumbs.
Yeah, we got a lot of thumbs. Y'all we're just tickled to death with y'all. We just love hanging out with you, and we're grateful that you watch our videos. I mean, you know, it's no secret people that post videos on YouTube make money, and you guys have really helped us move the needle on our homestead. We do a lot of work to get you the video, but thanks for showing up and watching and coming out and hanging out with us on the live shows and coming to our events. You know, it's kind of special.
And a lot of people keep asking about Maggie. Maggie ran away and never came back.
Right.
So she's no longer here. So we have Molly. She's the only child now. Yep. And then someone is being funny saying, is it going to be 3 more years till my fermenting cookbook comes out? And
3 months.
No, it'll come out this year.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, quickly.
Maybe.
March, April. Yeah, we got deadlines and commitments.
Deadlines and commitments.
Well, you guys are slowing down on the questions. And how long have we been on this thing? What time is it? We've been on here an hour already? Dang, how does the time fly so fast? That's how you know you're having a good time.
Raw Food Electra wants to know, are t-shirts a true fit, or are they come too large? No, I think they're pretty average.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everything fits me the way it normally fits.
Yeah, get a t-shirt. You guys check out our t-shirts. We got some cool t-shirts. You know, we just put all that money into the homestead, and, you know.
What is that stuff called that you have in your crawl space that reduces humidity? Calcium chloride.
Yes. Well, be careful handling that stuff now. It's no joke. The best thing to do is if you go to Walmart, what's it called?
What are you talking about? The moisture
absorbers?
The
absorbers, yeah.
Yeah, you can get them at the dollar store.
They make big ones too if you don't want to handle the bag. You know, I'm just offering another way you can do it. They actually have like jumbo size ones that they use for RVs and stuff, so you guys can check that one out too.
There's bigger ones. You can find them like at Target or Walmart or the places like that have like the sporting section or things for camping. You'll find them for like your RV. They have them, and then they can absorb them. There's things you can put in your closet. They're littler. You can find them at a lot of little stores, just moisture absorbers. But if you want, you can get a big bag of it, and that way you put it in a pillowcase or however, and then that way it'll absorb all the moisture. So, and it really does work good. And I can tell, like, if I need to replace it, and I like open up my little drawer things underneath the sink here, and I can kind of smell a little, you know, smell of like water, I know it's time for me to go down there and replace it. So they work. It really, really works good.
So they want to know about when you're fermenting, do you reuse the ferment juice over and over?
All right. So, you know, the saying, oh, drink your pickle juice is good for you. The fermented juice is good for you. So I use that juice I could put a little bit in a salad, because then you'll get the juice from that, because it's fermented. I also will use it. You can inoculate your next batch of ferment. It won't take quite as long if you do it that way. So it's something that, you know, is very versatile. You can use it for a lot of different things. I mean, my juice, I'll use it up, especially like in my spicy sauerkraut. I do like to drink it, and I do use it in my salad dressing. So I'll use it all up, and then if I'm going to do another ferment, I can do it like that also. So yeah, you can use it. Or if you have, you know, like, keep your juice. Okay, let's say you have your juice, and sometimes I've even had some vegetables, you know, maybe that I've cut up for a salad, and then I'll just put them in there and just put it back in the refrigerator, and then it'll kind of get that flavor to it. So maybe if I cut up some fresh beets, or maybe some broccoli or whatever, or cauliflower, you know, just pop it in there, and then I can just eat it maybe the next day.
Man, y'all, are you jonesing for some mom's log cabin videos?
They love it.
I was gonna go out there today and do a little something for you guys and have it up for tomorrow, but I'm gonna be late tomorrow. Okay, so there's no 6 a.m. video in the morning, but let me get going and I'll get a video up for you guys before like 11 o'clock or so. And then I'll give you an update what's going on down there. And then I don't know how the videos are going to go after that. We got some really nice days coming in. I'm going to get down there and do some work. I got to cut in 7 more electric boxes. Stacy's going to be trying to help out. And, we're just going to see where it goes from there.
All right. Bill wants to know, do you make your own dog food or is it store-bought? No, I do it all myself.
When she says store-bought, so basically like, we get chicken quarters there sometimes because, you don't have to be butchering all these animals all the time just to feed our dog. So we can pick up chicken quarters there. We pick up some chicken feet and we dehydrate those for snacks.
And then I also like a lot of gizzards and hearts.
Inexpensive for us and easy.
Yeah.
But if you can't get food at the store, if they limit you to 1 pack of meat, which they have done already, right? Then what do? We can only feed our dog for like 1 second. So that's why we were talking about all the rabbits and
we have to be a little more intentional around here.
Right.
I mean,
I can get rabbits around here, squirrels around here. There's stuff for her to eat.
And our animals and stuff.
It's more work.
And then Michael wants to know, do we have any trouble with tomato worms?
Doesn't everybody?
Sure. Yeah, I mean, the thing is just to be proactive. When you go out there, just kind of look at it once in a while. And if you see those little green worms, just kind of pull them up. Because like in a night or two, they'll turn into these monsters. But
North Star Prepster, I've heard of people doing that, putting them in the freezers. It's a mixed bag if it really works. I'm not sure that you're going to trick it enough, you know what I mean? So you could always try, but I've heard not good things, and then I've heard some people were successful. We've never done it. We always plant our stuff in the fall.
What are you talking about? What?
Garlic.
Oh yeah.
Stinking rose.
Yes, always in the fall.
Did you guys know garlic was actually called stinking rose?
You talked about that the last time.
I made a video a long time ago about it.
I know.
No one watched it because they didn't know what it was. Planting stinking rose in the fall. They're like, what? That's it? You guys are slowing down on us?
You're being very quiet. Okay, let's see.
No, we don't get any smoke residue. The smoke goes out the chimney. If you get smoke residue in your house, then you're doing something wrong.
Yeah, because I can't. You know how I think ladies are worse than men. What do you guys think? Your sense of smell is so like way up there. He can't smell anything. How many of you guys can't smell anything? It's just crazy. If there's that smell of creosote and that smoke, I can't stand it. And then sometimes, like if we have horrible like storms and there's like 60-mile-an-hour winds, sometimes it might puff back in here and then it gets in your hair.
Bye, Big John. Thanks for watching all the videos. I always see you commenting and watching old videos. Have a good night, man. Thanks for stopping by the live show. Jam on.
Bye.
Yeah, so not many problems there. It's kind of like the composting toilet. If you can smell it, then you're not doing it right. So if you have smoke lingering around all over your place with your stove, then you're not doing it right. No, those were Jerry's gases. No, I can't really smell them either unless you get a good one, though.
Oh, my gosh. Everyone likes your mug tonight. That's Ayers Pottery.
Yeah, Ayers Pottery.
We have 2, and guess what I did? I put it down too hard, and it broke. So we only have 1 big one like that now.
Well, hold on. What'd you say?
I put it down a little hard, and it broke.
I had her all sassed up, boy. Woo! Yeah.
Yep.
Why'd you even have to tell them that? They
would
never even know.
Everyone wants to know about
the mug. They just
like
the mug. They just think it's beautiful, but you didn't have to tell them you got a raging fit and broke.
I didn't get a raging fit. Oh my gosh.
All right. Do you hunt wild deer, turkey, etc.? Only as a last resort. I keep my food in areas that I can get them anytime I want to eat them, right? I don't like to go out hunting my stuff, and I don't like what they're eating around here. But if I'm starving, I got food all around me, okay? All around me. And I can take them out. I'm not afraid.
Yep, we got lots of stuff around here.
See you later, going against the grain.
Why do you have rocks in the garden path?
And so the grass doesn't grow up and I don't have to go in there cutting it and weed whacking all the time. It's just a maintenance thing. Pick your battles, set it and forget it. I haven't mowed a grass or weed whacked anywhere around my beds in, what has it been, 4 years or something, 5 years?
No, it's really nice. I like it.
Use the smaller rock though. There's a tip for you. So the rock's working good, but that's the bigger rock. It's a little harder to walk on, and I can see as we get older, it might become a little bit of a problem. Not too much, but maybe. So maybe if you get the smaller rock, it's a little easier
to walk on.
But for us, I mean, it's good because it keeps you on your toes, right? You don't want to have easy all the time because then you just get too easy. So if you guys can throw those little challenges in there, that's why we have, our outdoor shower over here and this over here and the root cellar over there, and we're moving around all the time. Basically, this place here, this is where we sleep and eat. That's it. And then everything else is done out there, over there, and then we're back here.
Are we happy with the apples this year? Yo, apples this year were the best ever. Yeah, apples have been great. I still have a bunch downstairs in the root cellar too.
And yeah, getting building materials is a hot mess right now, y'all. If y'all are waiting to do this stuff, you're going to wait too late. You heard it first right here, okay? Things are going to get scarce and things are going to be expensive. You guys are already seeing what's going on with the wood out there, right? Start thinking, long term. Start thinking smart. Stop thinking about buying wood at Home Depot. Start thinking about how you're going to produce your own wood, okay? I try to show you guys all this stuff. That's why we have a sawmill, okay? I keep trying to get this out there for you guys. Sometimes, studying and doing your homework and due diligence is really good, but you can wait too late.
Okay, someone wants to know how come this is so clean. So here, this is the Amish girls. When I go over there, I watch them. Mine would, at the beginning, the first few years, they would always kind of have like the black smoke rings and all that in them. So now, and the thing is, don't make your wick go too high. But when you are using this and it does get smoky, these wash so easy. You just stick it in some water, soap and water, and then it'll come off and it looks great. And
you can use a newspaper. For some reason,
soap and water works
really
for that. You don't clean them.
Yeah.
He doesn't know. But they will do it. Soap and water, just in the sink or whatever, it comes right off.
No, I don't have any experience working with cob. I'm not a cob guy. I know people with cob houses and it's maintenance. Y'all, I don't want maintenance. I want to put my house in the ground. So the ground shifts all the time and I'm always trying to mend it and fix it. I'm not building the cob house for fix. I set it and forget it. I got to live the rest of my life. I don't want to be worrying about doing maintenance. I've had this house for 10 years, y'all. 1 whole decade, okay? I've stained it once. This is all the original stain. Yeah. It's starting to get a little gray outside.
Not that much,
but 10 years. You know what I mean? I haven't done nothing. And when I do something, I might have to do the staining outside and fix a few little places where the chinking. Nothing, right? And I don't even have to stain it outside. If you don't, it'll just turn gray. It doesn't affect any of the wood's abilities to last. It just has a different look. Nothing. So that's why I like these log cabins. That's why Mom got a log cabin. And heavy, and thick. Up to a residential house in the neighborhood we used to live in, and I can take a box knife and I can cut a little section out in between the two studs in the wall, and I can peel off your siding on the outside of your home after my box knife. And then I can reach my hand through there and pull out that insulation, and then I can punch my hand right through your wall at your house and say, "Hey, I'm here." But you cannot do that with a log cabin. With this oak down here, I can barely put a bullet through that log cabin, okay? So I'm just telling y'all, there's lots of reasons why.
And they're heavy, too.
Lots of reasons why. How's the firewood business? So the whole plan, was to get the fire business kind of moving. I got some logs up front, but then I got caught up with this log cabin build, okay? So stay tuned. I got some big stuff coming from the woodlot. Big stuff coming from the woodlot that I have not even shared with all my woodlot hounds out there. So stay tuned on that. And the next, like I said, the next house video, cabin video for Mom will be tomorrow, and then maybe a couple this week. And then a lot of it's just going to be us around here on the homestead and, you know, whatever.
Doing our thing. So Damon wants to know about ticks, snakes, and any tips? Well, we have lots of guineas. Oh, you guys haven't seen all the guineas I have now. I have like a whole gang of them. I always say, you know what guineas remind me of? Did any of you guys watch The Matrix? They remind me of those little guys with the suits. So they're so cute.
And you stop your fermenting by cooling it off, right? So after your ferment is where you like it.
It doesn't stop it. It just slows it down.
And how do you do it?
Do what?
How do you slow it down?
You want to make it cool. Yeah, cool it. Put it in the refrigerator or root cellar, someplace
cool. Dark spot.
Right. Yeah. And then someone was asking about, does fermentation help IBS, irritable bowel syndrome, ulcers and things? Sauerkraut is amazing for a lot of stomach type problems like that. So just maybe taking a tablespoon or two, a day, and just do it and see what starts to happen. And you may be pleasantly surprised.
When are you going to start your seeds? Y'all, if you haven't got seeds yet, please
get them now.
Don't sit around waiting for seeds, y'all. Get everything you think you need for 2021. If you got the money for it, get it now.
And get extras for the next year, too.
You understand what I'm telling you? Read my lips.
Get it now, yeah.
However you can do it, if you can, get everything you need that you think you're going to need. Get it now.
I would get it for a couple of years and get as much as you can, and make sure you start saving your seeds too. When you're growing things this year, start saving some seeds too, if you're not already. And then, the other thing too, we're in January. Okay, so I do my sweet potato slips. So whether you're doing the orange, sweet potatoes or purple sweet potatoes, the purple sweet potatoes, the Molokai ones, they will start sprouting when you put the sweet potato, with the toothpicks in the water. They will start sprouting very quickly. Those orange ones, like the Beauregard sweet potatoes, the ones that most people see, those take a lot longer for them to start getting their slips from them. So a lot of us right now could be putting their sweet potatoes in now in water and then waiting for those slips to come up so that you'll have them ready to, when it gets warm enough and the soil temperature is warm enough for you guys to put them in the ground, depending where you are, because it just depends on your zone, what seeds and stuff you're going to be putting in. So. Yeah,
Rick, the book sitting on our table there, we briefly talked about it. She went and got it. It's called Eating for Your Blood Type. If you got to try to get your health in order, it's a good place to start.
Well, and I'm just saying, a lot of people are saying, no, you can't do this, you can't do that. I don't put all my eggs in one basket. I like to read this, and I glean some things from this, and then I like to, look at other things. Another thing for any of you guys, most of you guys, unless you're diabetic, and then you need to talk to somebody possibly that could kind of help you with it if you're going to do it. But intermittent fasting is amazing because you don't want to have food in your gut all the time. I mean, it blocks up in there, and just like animals, you get parasites too. So intermittent fasting has been wonderful. Like if you eat a big meal at nighttime, in the morning, you don't necessarily have to eat breakfast. Maybe wait until lunchtime. Certain things, or maybe eat during a certain window of time during the daylight hours. Maybe I'm only going to eat between 10 and 4, and you can eat a couple meals there. So it's a good way, to kind of cleanse your body, make sure you're drinking good filtered water. And that's, he lost a lot of weight just by doing that. So the intermittent fasting is another good way. But then there's just so much, just eating, real food, nothing processed. Don't eat out, make your own food and just start making these little bitty changes. It's just amazing.
Wow. Zen Jammin said they lost 1,120 pounds on the Eat Right for Your Blood Type. Dr. Peter and Dr. Adamo is a pioneer.
Yeah.
Dang! Wow, I'm so proud of you.
No, is it 120 pounds?
Dang, you got 1,100 pounds, man. I couldn't pass that one up.
Yeah, Joe wants to know, chicken feet make good broth. Do you guys do that? Yeah. Chicken feet are, you don't cook it.
I eat it?
Yeah. Well, you don't eat the chicken feet.
I eat the broth.
But there's tons of gelatin in the feet.
No,
so
I would not eat
it really
good. I couldn't get past the visual.
Yeah, because I go ahead and where are they? I make them all the time. So here's my little dog treat jar. And I'm constantly, because my wood burning stove on the top, that's my dehydrating rack. So I love when I use it because I have a dehydrating rack. So here, I just let them dehydrate and I make all my little chicken feet. Aren't they cute? And at this, you know, those little gourmet dog stores, they're 99 cents or $1 a piece. So, I mean, that's nothing. And they work out great. And she loves them.
Oh, I'll eat some buffalo. There's a guy around us, not too far away. He actually raises buffalo. And you ever seen a guy raise buffalo? Because they have to have a very unique type of fence, because the buffalo does not play around with the fence. So if you get into raising buffalo, you're going to be spending a lot of money on some fence, man. I was like, whoa. But yeah, there's a guy around us that has the buffalo. I mean, I don't go over there buying buffalo meat or nothing. I like to eat what I grow.
We used to eat it, yeah, but
we get it sometimes.
I used to get it all the time before we moved out here.
Yeah, we've done that. You know, we've done it.
Our old past journey wants to know if I still work in town. No. I guess as of March 17th, I don't work in town because I will not wear, you know.
But there's not just I don't want to wear it. It's just because she's a teacher and she went down there and they had all this stuff going on. And when she came home, her heart was so sad and she just felt like it wasn't a conducive way to be a teacher. And so, you know, there's things going on and, you know, you guys are going to have to pick and choose what's good for you. And then you're going to have to put your foot down, right? And so we don't just say talking about it. Like a lot of people are talking about, you know, just stay home, just do this. But all those people mostly are telling you to do that stuff. They make money staying at home, right? You guys don't. You have to go to work, right? So, man, it's just kind of a mess out there right now. So be careful.
Okay. Oh, there's a cop one. So you're way ahead of me. I'm like way behind you. Do you prefer chicken or duck eggs? He likes chicken. I like duck.
I like duck eggs, but I don't like a lot of them. Like I'll like one of them or maybe two, but they're very rich. And if you're going to get sheep and start off, it depends on how much land you have. You know, each animal that you guys acquire on your homestead requires so much pasture. So you're going to have to do your homework and then make paddocks and then find out, you know, to rotate. And then you'll be able to determine the best setup for your situation where you are.
A lot of people were asking about books. Here, I'll get a couple more.
Oh, it's book night.
Yeah.
It's Monday night book night.
Woo-hoo.
Everybody get your glasses out.
Here we go.
Knowledge is power.
It is. Yeah. There's Molly. Where's my book? Okay. Oh, there's Amy's book.
No doubt, Joseph. That's why you guys get micro, okay? Get community right now. Get close. Talk to your friends. Whatever's right around you, pick some people that you know can be solid and start developing real good relationships. You guys got to go micro right now.
Okay, here's a couple. There's just a few books. I just grabbed them real quick. There's a million more, but it's by Robert Mendelsohn, MD. It's How to Raise a Healthy Child in Spite of Your Doctor.
Whoa!
This is a great book.
How to Raise a Healthy Child in Spite of Your Doctor.
That's a very good book. And then you talk about books for, here's John Seymour, The Self-Sufficient Life.
That's one of the first books that I got.
This is our first book.
Yep.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, I still got the glossy cover from the library.
We paid for it. But yeah.
That was a good book. They've redone it.
Book.
It's a new edition now because, you know, we were out here 10 years ago. I think they revamped it a little bit, but it was a good book. Had a lot of good basic stuff in it. Had a good little pictures, easy to read. But, you know, but it's based off of, I think, the guys in Europe or the UK or somewhere. So
yeah, there's color pictures in it. I mean, they got chicken coops. This is really,
it's a good book.
Really a good book. And then the other one for homesteading is by
yes, we have a pond with fish in it.
The Encyclopedia
Country Living.
Country Living.
Yeah.
This is a good book too.
That's Carla Emery. That's our friend Esther Emery's mother wrote that book back in the day. She was one of the original Back to the Landers.
Yep.
And she wrote this book because she was going around like us to all these conferences, and she would always be talking about all this stuff. And she thought, I can't possibly physically make it to all these places to teach these people. So she wrote down this whole big book, and it's been one of the best sellers for homesteaders.
For a long time.
Yeah, so you guys, we don't have links for you guys. You know, some stuff we have links for. We don't have links for you guys. You got to go find them yourself.
And then here's a book from our friend Amy Fuel, The Homesteader's Herbal Companion.
If Amy's still on, she can drop her link.
Yeah, she put a lot of work into this. Yes. So it's a really good book. It goes over like everything you want to know about everything.
Yeah, the Herbal Companion.
So this is very good. You want to get into herbs, want to know what to use them for, your animals. I mean, everything is in here. And then here's one that I like. It's just simple. It's like an easy little book. It's called Carrots Love Tomatoes.
It's a great companion planting book.
Yeah. So you just kind of look at it. It's like, oh, here, what about, let me pick something. Chamomile, you know, and you can just read on it and it'll talk about it, what it likes, and it's just and who it likes to be around. And this is a good book. And it's easy, you know. So those are.
We like easy.
Yeah, I like easy.
If you get animals, if you're going to read material, you know, you want easy keepers. You want something that's not going to boggle your mind with too much yickety-yak, you know.
What chickens make the best meat birds? We did the Cornish crosses. You know, everyone likes the Cornish crosses. They do grow quick. However, I just think that
they're just not socially acceptable for us.
They're just like big fat linebackers just running at you, coming. They just want to eat all the time. I switched over, and I did get a few actually Cornish crosses this year, but my favorite are the Freedom Rangers.
Yeah.
I really like them.
They've maintained a lot of their characteristics.
Of like a regular chicken.
They scratch and walk around.
Yeah. And they will get big, but maybe a week later than a Cornish cross or 2 weeks.
Just depends, man. If you guys feed them all the time, they're going to grow just as fast. If you're regimented about their food, they grow slower than a Cornish cross. But if you just keep feed, I mean, they're going to grow.
So I like them. So they're my favorite.
I don't use a Queen. I've never, in all the years I've done beekeeping, from horizontal hives to vertical hives, all the hives, I've never one time ever used a queen excluder. And I can almost bet that I probably will never visit a wild hive out there that has a queen excluder either. If I'll mill logs that customers provide, after I'm done building this log cabin, I'll probably fancy some stuff like that. No, but you can rewind the video and watch it again or come back later.
What?
They want us to put down all the books again. You know, we just gave them to you and showed them to you. Just pause the video. Come on. Do this, do this, do this. Gimme. Gee whiz. I know I sound bad, don't I?
Yeah, you don't like.
I know you don't like to hear that because it doesn't tickle your ear. It sounded sour, right? I know you guys. It's just, I don't know what's going on with our country. You know, gimme, all this. Come on. It's right here. Write it down.
All right. So Opie Brooke wants to know, does a Scoby have a shelf life? Hers is 6 months old, sitting on a table. I would think it would be like, was it in a lot of the heat and cold and all that? I mean, I would think 6 months would be fine. I've left mine out for a while. That's why I have Scobies all over the place. So, but actually I think I tried to use one that was over a year old, sitting in a jar to make some kombucha, and it was in the heat and it had frozen. I mean, it had been a lot, and that one didn't work. I got mold on that one. So you just gotta see. But I would think if you have some juice in there and it looks good and it smells good, try it and see. And if you get mold, then you're gonna have to maybe get another one.
Julie, it's because we have self-conscious issues. I'm bald, okay? I look better with my hat on. And Stacy just likes to wear a hat too. She could take her hat off too. You guys always are upset about the hats in the house, or why Stacy always wears a hat all the time. I mean, come on, y'all. Some of the silliest stuff. Oh, you're going to get me riled up now. I don't know if you want to go there. come on, stop getting caught up in the noise. You know, get the details.
They just want to know.
I know, but I mean,
relax now.
I don't know what the big deal is all the time with the hats.
People want to know.
I know, but I'm just curious why. What does it even matter on the grand scheme of things?
Okay. Let's see.
That's what I like about it, because like when you guys are watching this right now, you're like, what an a-hole and all this stuff. I could hear you guys on the other side. Not you guys have been watching our channel for a long time, but seriously, we've gotten so complacent in our country. It's like, if you just don't just give it out and stuff, or if you just cause a little friction, man, everyone just gets like, well, that's why I'm doing it too. Just a little bit of that too. I can get you guys snapped out of it.
They want to know if you wear Amish underwear.
Depends. See, y'all? It's fun stuff around here.
What contains vitamin K? Your leafy green, a lot of greens.
Yep, kale and spinach. But if you eat it, what does it help you absorb the vitamin K? No?
Well, no. If you have, it's just, you know, the thing is when you're eating your vitamins and things and to absorb minerals, you know, a lot of people with all this, you know, virus stuff going around, people are talking about take vitamin D3, you know, for your calcium and your D3, for all that to absorb, you know, you need magnesium to help it. So, you know, just eating a good, well-balanced diet. And then when you add the fermented foods to it, especially like sauerkraut and things, sauerkraut is probably one of the most amazing foods you can eat. It has like, you know, let's say you're getting 80 milligrams of vitamin C from, you know, a couple oranges or something. And then you can get like 700 milligrams from sauerkraut. I mean, the vitamin C is crazy, so much more with it. And it's very helpful for healing gut issues. And it's just wonderful to add to your diet. So if you guys aren't doing it, it's so easy to make. You know, just salt, you know, and a little, you know, water, and then you just cut up your cabbage or whatever you want to put in it. And it's something that could, you know, really help you if you're needing the vitamin C. You know, we're talking about the virus, you know, making your own sauerkraut. There you go. Put that into your health arsenal, into your, you know, healthcare protocol. I mean, that's amazing. It'll help you absorb your vitamins and minerals better. It's going to help heal your gut. It's going to help give you your vitamin C. I mean, it's just amazing. And then you're getting so many of the probiotics from it. I mean, I can't say enough for it. And people are like, well, you know, they go and buy it. You buy a little pint for whatever, $6, $7, when you can make it for pennies on the dollar. I mean, I still have, actually one of the Amish girls gave me a bunch of they were kind of yucky on the outside, a whole bunch of her cabbage. She says, I don't want it anymore. So I took it, and I've been making a bunch of, here, I'll show you.
Hey, Dave and Kim from Tulsa.
So I've been making lots and lots and lots more of
See that colorful stuff, y'all? Look at all them colors. Weeding them ferments up in her. We're still pulling stuff out of the root cellar and making stuff.
Okay, so I've been making, you know, I've been making a lot more of, you know, the ferments.
Man, we're gonna run out of table pretty soon.
Yeah, but if I could pick one ferment probably to make, I would make this one. And the funny thing is I really like the books. If you want to get more about fermenting, also there's a book called The Art of Fermentation or Wild Fermentation by Sandor Katz. And he always talks about his sauerkraut he likes the best. He likes caraway seeds. And so I had never made mine with the caraway seeds, and I just started making it with the caraway seeds. So now these versions have caraway seeds in them, and actually they're very good. So I like it too. So it's just something, and then you can just change with some of the spices. Like sometimes I'll put basil in it, fresh basil from the garden, or you could even put cilantro. I mean, there's so many different ways of doing it. You know, I have I could put jalapenos in it, and you can do it any way you want. And it's so cheap and it's so easy, and it just takes a little bit of your time. The hardest part is cutting up all the stuff, but other than that, I mean, it's really easy. And then it'll last a while. You know, you're just going to have a tablespoon or two, you know, with a meal. Put it on chili or put it on a sandwich or just eat it by itself. So it's good stuff.
Okay, Kaylin, are you ready? Do you have your pen and your paper ready? Are you ready, Kaylin? Are you ready for this information? I've given you plenty of time. Are you ready? Kaylin's $1 million question is she wants to attack her Candida. Okay, she doesn't want to just hear about cutting sugar out. So a little bit. Well, she understands that you have to cut the sugar out. What she wants to know is there other things, you know, that everyone just says sugar, sugar, sugar. but how can she attack it and then keep a regimen up, and what other things?
Well, the thing is you really do need to stop eating, breads, anything that's going to, produce sugar that they wants to eat, because basically that's what they feed on. And if you don't give them what to feed on, then they can't survive. And then you also have to look at when you are starving the Candida, you're not going to feel good. So you'll have, symptoms where maybe you don't feel good. Maybe you have a headache, or you're tired, or you just feel achy because it's the Candida dying off. So people freak out, and then they start eating the way they were eating again. So you have to be kind of proactive with that, making sure that you're drinking plenty of water to help flush it out, drinking some, good herbal teas, and eating just good food, and, getting your sleep, and just, trying to, just take care of yourself like that. It really will help tremendously. But just really cutting out and you can get specific. If you can go, look at a Candida diet, and it'll tell you exactly what not to eat. But, cutting out your breads, cutting out in any kind of sugars, anything like that. And that would be a good way to start. If it's going to be too hard for you, just maybe do it gradually. Cut something out and then kind of go from there. But I would do, no breads and no anything with any kind of, sugar. Like if you look at your glycemic index, you want it to be very low. You want no sugars. I would just cut them out totally. And possibly if you're trying to stop, and you can't stop the sweetness, maybe start off and you can do some dried fruit, some figs or some dates if you need to help with that. But that'll really make a big difference.
Y'all got to understand too, you ain't eating your grandma's food, right? The food that grandma had back in the day and stuff, that's not the food that's out there available for you guys now. Okay. The food that's out there right now is very bad, toxic, chemicalized, processed, and that's what's causing a lot of the sickness. Okay. You guys do your homework. Okay. We're over medicated. This country's jacked up on dope. All right. And the food is garbage. And that's what's causing a lot of people to get sick. If you guys want to take it, we did all this stuff. You want to know about fighting Candida? First off, everybody has Candida. Somebody asked, how do you know if you have it? Everybody has it. And everyone has it in different levels. Okay, so if you're highly got it a lot, you're going to have a lot of stuff. And if you don't have it as much, you're not going to show as much. But everybody has it, right? Well, but all this food is such garbage, like psoriasis. Okay, a lot of people have psoriasis. I used to have psoriasis on my elbows, right? Long time. And we never could figure it out. So, man, look at that. And as soon as we moved up here and we started getting serious about our diet, and she had thyroid problems, we're not just telling you guys this stuff because we just Google this crap and we feed it to you. It's because we live it. And then when the results we're sharing with you, so we're speaking from 100% experience, right? And we're not doctors, and we're not playing one on YouTube, and we're only giving you guys suggestions. But psoriasis is going rampant out there, and all they're doing is telling you guys to pill up, right?
Unhealthy gut is going to come out, and you're going to have problems with your skin.
Right. So one of the major problems with that is the dairy products that are available over the shelf for you guys. Your ice creams, the milk, all that stuff is such garbage, and that's what's creating it. I cut the milk out. I've never, in 11 years of not doing this stuff and living this way, I've never even seen the stuff on me, right? And that's only because, you switch the diet, you get the stomach healthy, the gut healthy, everything comes out from there. Not one piece of flake on my elbows. And I used to have them on there all the time.
Yeah, but most of people would cut out pasteurized dairy and store-bought breads and just cut that out. You'd be like, oh my gosh, your health could really be wonderful. And then we were talking about Candida, it's called Herxheimer effect. It's just like, it's kind of like when you're detoxing, it's good to take extra vitamin C, and then drink, plenty of waters, and just making sure that you're, eating good, real foods, and, kind of go from there. But like I say, we're not doctors or anything, do your research on it. But the thing is a lot of people can't give up. Sugar is a drug. You just got to have it because you got to keep feeding it.
That's what they're doing. They're putting sugar in everything, and they're putting MSGs in everything. And that sugar that they're putting out there, it's a white, bleached, processed sugar, and they throw it in your food because they know you.
Well, it's not even that. It's the high fructose corn syrup.
That too.
When they chemicalize it, then they make it into like a toxin. It's terrible. Right. So you guys, if one thing you could get out of this, if you're not doing it and you go to the store and you're buying things at the store already prepackaged, read your labels. You don't want any high fructose corn syrup. You don't want any enriched flours. You want, look maybe for more of the, my favorite flour. I love einkorn flour. It's like the original flour. It hasn't been hybridized like all the other flour has been changed. Along some other ancient grains or Coruscant wheat or kamut flour. So spelt is still one, but einkorn is like its original. It's like the flour or the grain of the Bible. So, and I love the way it tastes. It doesn't when I eat it, I love it. So that's my favorite. And you can't really, you have to order that, but
y'all, if you eat bad, you're going to pay for it, right? So if you're saving money, if you say, oh, I'm saving money because eating good costs too money, you're going to be sick all the time, taking pills at the doctor all the time. I mean, we eat good. We grow our own food. We're eating heirloom stuff that we grow, no chemicals, all fresh air, good grown in season. We're in our 70s. Look at us. How do we look?
Oh my.
I'm 53 and then Stacy's almost 60.
Oh. Yeah, that's kind of scary, isn't it?
Dang, y'all, we're gonna have to wrap this party up. My computer is actually gonna die. The thing just came on and said we're getting on low battery. So if you guys got any questions, you better hit them real quick. I'm gonna leave the cookbook link real quick. If you guys are just getting here where the cookbook has been released, please get yourself a cookbook. For the first 1,000 ones, we're gonna do something special. And we just ordered them all today. They'll be out in 6 to 8 weeks. So get your pre-order on now so you can for sure get one. We have the Homesteading Life Conference. Will be on in August. We'll be at the Homesteaders of America Conference this year if they have it in live event. And I think Layman's is maybe trying to have something too, but not much going on. 2021 is not going to be much different, I'm afraid. So if you guys got anything real quick, ask because the computer's going to die.
Yeah, if it dies and we're here, you'll know why.
And we really do appreciate you guys hanging out with us. It means a lot to us. So
my duck eggs have bigger yolks. It's because what? Strains off the yolks and only eats the whites. Who does? Oh.
Okay. Have you ever made your own vinegar? I saw you with your Q dropping that over and over. We just got the mason tops, and are you going to ferment this week? And have you ever made your own vinegar?
Oh, sure, all the time.
Yes, we made apple cider vinegar
all the time. Yeah.
We have videos about it. You can type
I think in the last live show, I think I even talked about how I do it. Yep. I've been doing it the lazy way.
Debbie, you shouldn't dehydrate your Scoby. You want to keep it liquid, right? You can't hydrate them, dehydrate them.
I think a lot of people might dehydrate them to send them in the mail.
Do they?
I do that.
I don't know if I like that because the rule of thumb with the Scobies is never let them dry out. It's a live anti.
Well, people dehydrate them to make them into like
that's something
shoe
different.
Leather or shoe leather.
Shoe leather. You want to make some sandals, Deb?
No, a lot of times you can make them into like fruit roll-ups.
Yeah, definitely not. I mean, the life of it is in the juice and keeping it alive, so I'm not a player on it. It just doesn't even sound right to me right when I think about it.
Okay, so raw food electric, please say hi to me. Hi.
Yeah, it's no problem, DidYQ. It's you can go check out those videos, but it's not a big deal on the process. And we have tons of information for you guys, so no problem there. And good luck with those fermenting kits. You guys are going to love the Mason Tops fermenting kit. It really helps you out. So, look at we have multiple ferments going all the time. We don't have to worry about burping them or making them.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Love it, love it, love it.
So get your guys' cookbook. As always, you're awesome. And just keep it real out there, guys. Just start, you guys are going to have to get more involved with your day-to-day, right?
And then a lot of people are like, things like it's overwhelming, all the stuff you have to do. But it's like, don't do everything at once.
Right.
Pick one thing and get good at it.
That's right.
I mean, it's just so important.
Master of one.
Yeah, so some of you guys maybe want to start working on your health or maybe start with a ferment. Let's all start making some spicy sauerkraut, and just kind of working on it. Because, you only get good at things. People who are successful at things don't just get up and do it one time. They do it over and over and over and over again. And the more you do it, the better you will get at it.
Deb, you can make a Scoby there, or, I think maybe Stacy will have a couple around here and you can get a hold of her. We'll hook you up. Debbie is an OG homestead homie way back. We actually did a video even at her house. We surprised her, flew to Miami, Florida, went to her house and rang her doorbell.
Yeah, because she had a garden in the middle of a subdivision. Yeah, she used the whole house.
We were inspired by her story, and so we took you guys there, and it was really a good. It was really a good video. So.
And then Lovestead Farm saying using oil lamps with a toddler seems dangerous. So you know what? Okay, here I'm full of props tonight.
Full of props tonight. Keep them up high. Toddler's gonna get in underwear. Oh, she's gonna give you the phony baloney. Here's all the ambience without the.
Oh, this one, the batteries are out. The grandkids have been using this forever.
That's a battery operated.
It's an LED light, and actually the batteries on it last forever. I mean, this thing was on all night for days, and I just never changed it.
Listen
but
up.
There's lots of options now.
That's a training tool. Okay, so you get that one for the grandkids, and then you teach them how to operate with that, and tell them how dangerous it is, and then you got to let them take it around, and you tell them don't touch and all this stuff.
Well,
and then you can. But most of the time, these are up higher or whatever.
When the grandkids are here, those are away. I don't have them anywhere that they can get near.
Right.
Yeah. No. Until they're older or so. But like these are nice, and there's so many cool different LED things that you can get now.
Hudson Warrior. If you tap on any video that we have, especially if you go watch the sawmill videos, we have a Hudson Warrior sawmill. Right now, it's the Slabber. So that's what we got. Hudson Warrior is a family-owned business running out of New York, and they make sawmills for us working folk. Lots of good sawmills out there. So just do your homework and get what's best for you.
Someone wants to know, do we have moisture problem under the metal roofing?
I'm never under the metal roofing, so I don't know. I don't know. Well, I don't think so. I mean, we'll put a vapor barrier down underneath the metal roofing, and then we'll have the plywood down. And on this house, we don't have metal roofing. We have shingles. And on the other metal roofs, we put down what you have to do first, we put down the tarps because it covers a lot of surface. But if you guys are going to put up the metal roofs, if you don't want the water dripping in on the interior of where you put the metal roof, you'll need a plywood surface, or you're going to need something to stop that water from dripping down. Okay.
Do you use a signal booster for your internet?
Negative. We're strictly running off a hotspot right off of this phone. And then we have some other things that we're using, but not for this live speed right now, live show. All right, that's a wrap.
I would say I'm not going to go bald.
1 hour and 49 minutes. Her hair is thick as crazy.
Oh no, I got the best hair.
Thick hair.
Yeah, no, I got good hair.
She just likes to wear a hat, y'all. This comes from way back in the day.
I don't sleep in it.
Yeah.
All right.
Layman's.com for all your off-grid oil lamps, everything.
Or a stove.
Or the wood cook stove, LEHMANS.
And if you haven't gone to Layman's, make sure you do, because they have a great catalog. Register for the catalog.
Register for the free catalog. They support all of our work.
All year.
They help you guys out. They're great people to talk with. Family-run business. Dad just passed away in 2020. Really nice fellow. And they're just a really good family-run business in Kidron, Ohio. So it's good stuff. Not all their lamps come from China. Some of them do. Everything, almost something's come from China. It's just so open a Made America lamp place, and then they'll buy them from Made in America. Jeez. Y'all, it's our fault, right? You guys are all sleepy and let the last 30, 40 years go by, and you let them ship all these build them jobs over to China and all these other places. It's our fault. We're all sleepy on watch. And now these kids are growing up today. Everything they buy is from China. And now our supply chain's all jacked up. Anybody wants to quit sending us stuff, now we got nothing. Right? That's our fault. We're the old folks.
You are just like, you are
That's
fired.
That's straight up, man. I cannot believe we let our whole country get subcontracted out, and now we can't even put toilet paper on the shelves for our own citizens. Hopefully this is a wake-up call for everybody. See you guys on the next video. Hit that thumbs up on your way out. Thanks for stopping by. Like and share and subscribing.
And everyone try making your sauerkraut. You'll love it.
You guys are awesome. All right. Just keep it real out there, okay? This isn't a fantasy football league up in here. This ain't no fake TV stuff. It's real life going on Off Grid with Doug and Stacy, as always. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm going to be a little bit late, but we'll be there.
All right. See you guys later. Thanks a lot for joining us tonight.
And get that cookbook. Thanks now.
Bye.